where you're like, ew, why is this kind of dark? But at the same time, you're like, the cute animals. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taya, and today we're planning out my next island, which is going to be Dark Fairy Tale. We're going to be brainstorming names. We're going to be brainstorming build ideas. We're designing a whole map. We're planning out the villagers that I want. And then at the end, I'll show off some mood boards that I actually made off camera for things like custom designs. I actually have a whole Pinterest board if you want to check that out. This was a live stream for my members of the channel, the Goldie branches. So if you are interested in becoming a member, you can see the whole live stream in its entirety. But otherwise, enjoy the planning session, and I'll see you soon for a restart. I rushed to get to stream, and then it's like, use your creative brain immediately. Use your creative brain right now. Toad is cool too. Toadale, toenail. I just named my Dark Fairy Tale Island Toenail. Ew! I kind of love it though. Ew, no, in honor of your broken toe. Toenail. Eye of Newt. Dusk is interesting too. Dusk Veil. Fae. Oh, yeah, I love that. Fae Veil. That's like a little too tongue twistery. Fae Veil, but it's also kind of sounds like Farfalle. Maybe I am creative. You know what? Maybe I'm having a creative breakthrough and should call my Dark Fairy Tale Island Farfalle. Frog Hollow. Ooh, Grim Hollow. Hollow is such a long word. There is no shorter word for hollow as in a place. Here are some synonyms of hollow. Yeah, Den, Glail, oh, Den and Glail, Taya. A scoop out. A scoop out. Oh, welcome to my scoop out. Fable. Fable is cute. Fable. Witch Hollow. I want there to be a witch, but I don't want it to be like entirely witchy, if that makes sense. Like I want it to feel an old creepy storybook that you open like Grim Fairy Tales where you're like, ew, why is this kind of dark? But at the same time, you're like, the cute animals and like the interesting types of creatures. I like Fable. Yeah, Fable is very cute. And it's short. I love a short name. That's a really good idea, Sleep. Do you know what I always do? I pictured in my mind me saying, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taya and this is Fable. See, it's like those reels, like they choose names for their kids and then they just yell at the top of their lungs. They're like, dinner's ready, blah, blah, blah. And they yell the name and they're like, that sounded nice. I like that name. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taya, and this is Grim Glen, my Dark Fairy Tale Island. Grim Glen is kind of growing on me. Okay, let's move on. Those are some good ideas. We can percolate. Builds that I want to do are definitely a stone circle, one stone circle like monolith. One build that I'm like on the fence about, but I think would be really cute is a gingerbread house. I want to have lots of little fairy circles like throughout. A large part of this island is just going to be a forest. I think because a lot of these tales from back in the day are set in like, you know, trying to convince children to not go out at night and like stay out of the woods. So that's going to be definitely a big mushroom forest area. Yes. A little villager bear like Goldilocks. Okay, we need Goldilocks bear. We need a witch character. Oh, your mom. Thanks, Lydia. Thank you. Ooh, an enchanted or radioactive pond. Ooh, yes. Good idea. Wolf 4, Little Red Riding Hood. Elixir shop. Good one, Everett. Yes, like different from a witch, like an alchemist. Oh yes, we definitely need a castle. The woodsman, a woodsman or something. Man in the woods. We need a woodsman. Oh my god, we definitely need a dragon and a dragon's keep. I'm gonna try to make it as different as possible from Alexandria. I mean, it's going to be different because That was just like medieval, realistic medieval. This is like fantasy medieval. And I do love Drago. Drago is one of my favorite lazy villagers that I've ever had. So maybe we do that. Oh, Grizzly would be great. Or Ike with those like shapes by his, he gives me woodsman vibes too. Footsteps in a woodland area to represent a secret monster. Ooh, a swamp. Yes, adjacent to enchanted radioactive pond, swamp. I do want there to be a small village area, all of the main villagers in one very tiny area so that the forest can be the main attraction, probably near the airport, near resident services. Actually, probably near resident services. Ooh, Jack and the Beanstalk. Yes. It's gonna have a lot of animals around it. Let me just look up most well-known. Actually, I should say well-known, but that's pretty much what I meant. Ooh, Rumpelstiltskin also reminds me of like the Cinderella with like weaving and that kind of thing. Like, and pricking her finger on the spindle. A spinning wheel. Somewhere there needs to be like a spinning wheel moment. I think a tower, actually. I'm seeing Rapunzel, and there's like this tower vibe. We do need a tower with a princess. We need a princess villager. Did anyone say pumpkin patch? Ooh, pumpkin patch. For sure. Man, he has so many builds. I'm so excited. I need a mouse that represents the Pied Piper. Ooh, because mice and like 3 blind mice and like the mice from Cinderella. So we definitely need a mouse villager. Oh yeah, the giant carriage. Prince. Yes, Prince. I definitely actually have him on the list. A mad scientist? Yes, we're definitely gonna have this alchemist. So we definitely need a mad alchemist. Yeah, Petrie could double as both a mad alchemist and the mouse on the island. Oh yes, a ball at the castle, decorated for a grand ball, because there's always a ball. Okay, this is a great amount of builds. Let me see, villagers now. I'm gonna just make one new document for my final picks for villagers. I have Kiki on here again, oh my gosh. So who did I say that I definitely want? Agnes, for sure. That came in so small, but we won't worry about that now. I was thinking Ike for the cranky, like woodsman type vibe. And we definitely need Prince for sure. Agnes might be the witch character. Oh yes, Drago. Did I even put Drago on here? That's a freaking crime. What was I thinking? Here we go. Okay, we need a wolf. Who's gonna be our wolf? Maybe Wolfgang. I mean, honestly, Callie is so perfect. Like, she just has that fairy tale vibe so hard. I also have to check out how many like of each kind I have here. Let me just, okay, we've got cranky, lazy. Oh, he's lazy too? Probably he's very Little Red Riding Hood. I think Callie's even more Little Red Riding Hood. So only got 2 girls so far. Sisterly, normie girl. And we could knock out princess and mouse with 1 being Penelope, which is adorable. It could do Colton. I know, I really love Colton. Give me an excuse to have him on every island, please. Because honestly, he is such a good smug. Bonbon? Ooh, I need to see her. She also gives me like Goldilocks vibes too. Wait, that's perfect. And also the yellow hair. Penelope also has the yellow hair, but I think that Bonbon's kind of cute too. I might actually put her on the list as like an alternate because she is really cute. And also, oh my god, I thought this was a 3D version. This is a crocheted version of Bonbon. Okay, that's actually really cute. Callie, she gives, like you said, Snow White, Red Riding Hood vibes. We also had Colton, Knight in shining armor. And then we need our mad scientist, mad alchemist. Do we have a snooty girl represented? We don't. Oh, we need Jock. Petrie, obviously. Oh yeah, she's snooty. I completely forgot that she's snooty. That is kind of cute for an alchemist. That's kind of fun. Okay, I can get behind it. Jock, that's what we're missing. Are there any bird villagers who are black? Because I feel like blackbirds or ravens are a big thing in fairy tales, and that would be cool. That would be sick, actually. This is an oversight. This is an atrocity. What happened to Joe? Excuse me? What happened to Joe? Perfectly fine. He could have been a blackbird. I am outraged. What happened to Joe? Dang it. Rest in peace, Joe. Justice for Joe. I like Frobert. I think he's cool. I think like for a swamp, he could be interesting. Frobert does give me like the fairy tale frog vibes. Poncho is very cute too. Tad is cute as well. Oh, wait a hot minute. Teddy might be better than Ike as the woodsman because Teddy gives friendly woodsman in the woods vibes. Maybe more so than Ike. But I think the woodsman trope is very like, this guy could be a little dangerous. Do you know what I mean? Teddy does not look like he has an inch of danger in his body. I've been saying that. Well, as a matter of fact, I did not. More than Ike, because Ike has a very serious vibe, and that's kind of what I wanted with Wolfgang. Oh my god, I'm actually really excited for this because that opens up another spot anyways for another villager instead of having both of them. And I like that vibe. That's exciting. I think a woodsman is a silly guy at heart. Yeah, I think it's daddy bear vibes. A woodsman should be suspicious. I can give him ominous clothing. What? How would you describe your wardrobe? Ominous. Okay, so we have 10 villagers here. I think we can throw in some alternates just to give a little bit of variety for choices down the line. But I kind of like this grouping. I would also say if we wanted to throw Poncho as an alternate woodsman, I think that that's actually pretty hilarious because he is just a little blueberry and really he could not hurt a fly. So it's kind of silly that he's like, I'm the woodsman. I do vibe with Poncho. I like using their photos instead of just like PNGs of them. Their photos are so cute. Can we get Fang? I'm not a huge fan of Fang. Let me just check out Fang real quick to see. Ooh, he is actually, now that I'm seeing him, he is like the classic feeling wolf though, if that makes any sense. I'll put him there. Okay, so we have our witch. Agnes is the witch. She's also like Three Little Pigs vibes. The thing that's getting me here is we actually have two princes, I just realized. And is that unnecessary? I feel like Prince, he's a frog and we need a frog. I want an alternate for every one of these villagers. So I want an alternate Smug that I'm okay with keeping. I would have said Julian, but I just had him on Chibi Moon. Oh, Lionel is kind of cute for this island. But I don't know, lions don't give me fairy tale, actually. Never mind. I think it's only, honestly, now that I'm looking at these, I think Colton is the only realistic Smug. Hear me out. Dina. She has a very almost identical vibe. Like these two pictures are the same. Are these not the same villager? I would take Dina if I couldn't find Callie. But Callie is pretty high up there on like villagers that I would want. I would also say that Pecan is very cute for a snooty villager. These are just the alternates though, because I just like to see the different options, but I think I might outline my favorites so I don't get distracted by all my alternates that I put in. I also just think Cherry would be a great like witch villager, and there is no alternate for Colton. That's a must. So let me just outline my favorites in this group. Paste layer style. Okay, and how many villagers did I highlight? Oh my gosh, I love this. Three Little Pigs. We have Agnes as our pig villager, who's also a witch. Actually, I am gonna add Maggie as an alternate on here, which seems crazy because then I have a third alternate normal villager. But I do think that Maggie is like the classic pig villager, and I just think she's so cute. Are we doing Penelope and Bonbon? Actually, you know what? Penelope and Bonbon are quite adorable, both of them, and they're kind of like You know what I'm saying? You get it. So I think I might actually highlight Maggie because she's significantly different from any of the other villagers. And I think it is cute to have like a pig, an actual just normie pig. Okie doke. So we've got our villagers. Okay, we are making a new map. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I do not want to have a dual south river mouth. I'm not sure whether I want resident services to be like just a good distance away or I want it to be like mega far. I feel like whenever I get mega far, it throws me off. So I would prefer it to be just like decently far away. I'm not really happy with any of these though. Let's try left river mouth. See, something like this would actually be kind of cute, and that's resident services being far away. Like resident services being kind of in the middle could be like surrounded by forest on all sides. I like this one. I feel like I've gotten this layout before. Let me just remove some river and everything. I like to start, even though I know like most of it is like, most of the terraforming is at the back. Removing all the river helps me to just choose my own adventure. I like the idea of having the forest completely surround the resident services. Yeah, I feel like that's cool. And how do I want to represent that on the map? Is this stupid? I'm gonna regret this. It's fine. I feel like just, hey, this is what it's gonna be. Trees all around. Am I gonna regret this? Damn, Taya, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Immediately regret and still keep going. Anyways, here we are in my forest. And now I'm just going to remove some that are blocking actively where I want to be because I want the river mouth to actually go in here and do stuff. So just remove a little bit. I feel like there's always in fairy tales like a bridge to the forest. Just making like little entrances, like where is the forest going to be leaving? I kind of like that. There's a path going to the airport. There's a path kind of leading out into the forest. There's another path going down here. It's voiceover Taya again, because it took a while to get this map down pat and we went over every single detail. Again, if you would like to see the whole entire video, it is available for members, but long story short, we wanted to come up with this little village area in the center surrounded by forest. At the top right, I've just blocked in where I'd kind of like the castle to be, but that does end up moving as well. And I couldn't decide like how many villagers I wanted to have like within the town center and how many villagers actually needed their own dedicated build outside of this little residential area. So I ended up going into Photoshop and trying to plan out like which villagers are important that need their own build. Like Drago, for example, he needs his Dragon's Keep. Prince needs the swamp. The witch really shouldn't be in the city center. So I went over to Photoshop and I created this like little star so that I could mark out exactly who needed to be in the city. And I chose Petrie, Callie, Fang, and Maggie as our like town core villagers. Everybody else is like the woodsman. He's gonna need his cabin in the woods and all of that good stuff. So I'm really excited for all of these villagers and where they're gonna have their own little builds on the island. So to the left, over that little diagonal bridge, is the witch's cabin, and I decided to put the swamp right below that, so that will be where Prince is. And then that little witch's tower at the top of the island, and it took me a long time to figure out where I wanted Drago to be. I kind of wanted him to be between the tower and the castle, but it was a little bit too much space for that build, so I moved this secret beach and I moved the castle build over a little bit so that it would be closer to the actual town. And Drago has got to be guarding the princess's tower, so he's kind of on the secret beach little area. What this also did is kind of opened up the right-hand side of the island too, so that I could put more of a like gingerbread trail going up that way. I put in the woodsman's house actually up from that stone circle area. And then I couldn't decide what I wanted to do for the gingerbread house, if I wanted it to just be like a fake building, but I ended up deciding that it might be cool to have a secondary character on the island whose house just stays very small that could be like the gingerbread witch from that story, from the Hansel and Gretel story. Who knows if this actually will become like a proper second character or just a fake building. But we put the campsite in the mushroom forest area, and we kind of shrank the castle back so that we could put like a little pumpkin carriage outside of it. The back right is going to be where Jack's beanstalk is, and above the mushroom forest is going to be my house, and I think it's going to kind of be like grandma's house on the island, which means that I'm grandma in the fairy tales. I'll take it. You know what? Grandma is always like a trope that's in these fairy tale stories, and I kind of dig the fact that I'm grandma and that I live out in the middle of nowhere in the woods. That's fun. And that completes the map. I brought it into Photoshop to label it, and we were on to the next step. Oh, I love it! I like this layout. It's very cute. And I think it also works if resident services isn't as far away. Like if resident services comes down even more close to the airport, it's not going to bother me. As long as there's enough space to put the farmlands below before you get to it, I think that will work out perfectly. I love this. Can't wait to see you start building. I know, I can't wait to restart and like get some fresh energy. I also like chose out music for this theme, which is so cute. My illustration mood board is everything, literally everything. This is, yes. I have so many standee designs that I want to use on this island of different like creatures and animals in the forest. Accent paths, I do adore. These like storybook ones, all these little fairy circle rocks. I've been wanting to use this path design for forever. I've had it saved and I have not used it yet, which is, it feels ridiculous. Here are some main path designs. This is that glowing moss pond situation we could use. Clothing designs. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay, I don't know what it is about clothing custom designs, but once you get the clothing right for your own character on your island, it's like there's no stopping you. And on Alexandria, that was one of my most favorite parts of Alexandria, was just like downloading clothes. This little fairy dress is so adorable. Yes, and then pro designs, there's lots of animal designs. Like, look at this! Look at this! Garden friends. Swans, crows, peacock, piggies, owl. I am so excited. These little mushroom houses. There's a bat back here, a fruit bat. Look at these, like, look at these. Golden afternoon, like, come on. This is the planning that we did today. We have this beautiful map design, which I am obsessed with. Okay, and the color palette for villagers is not exactly color paletting, but I think that's fine because fairy tale, I feel like there are a lot of different kinds of unique characters and I'm not too worried about it. The ones with stars on them are the ones that are going into the town center, and the ones with the green outline are ones that are like, would be my top picks for the island. Thank you so much everybody for watching today. If you did like the video, please give it a like and remember to subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye. Deodorant break. Here you go, guys. You can put some on your pits. Ugh.